Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet. My name is Jason and today we are back with some more Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Last time, we found the body of the tax collector Processius Vitellius, I believe was his name. Let's take a look at the journal and make sure of that. Processus, sorry, I think I added an extra I in there somewhere. Vitellius. And so we discovered that he's dead. And we suspect that it was well, we know it was murder, but we know that he wasn't robbed. So somebody had a problem with him. So, what do we know about him? He was a tax collector. Basically, we've been charged with going ahead and trying to find out who his killer is and tracking them down and bringing them to justice. So, why don't we go ahead and take a look at where are those tax records? Do we still have them? I believe we still have them. There we go. The tax record. So let's see, who would be upset with him? I'm trying to think about this here. Would it be somebody who paid him, or would it be somebody who has not paid him yet? Maybe we should start asking everybody who has not paid him. Yeah, let's go start questioning people, maybe who haven't paid him, how they feel. But then again, it could be somebody who paid him and they're just very, we'll say unhappy about it. Who owes him the most? Let me see here. Foreign Gilnith. I wonder, is this like a cumulative thing? Because there's different amounts that are owed here. So Elderfire, Fargoth. I'm wondering if this depends on, you know, where the location is of their house. You know, let's take a look at the houses and see which one's the nicest. This is Vodonius Nucius. Man, I'm terrible at these names. That's his house. So let's, actually, you know what I'm going to do? Rather than having to come back into my menu every time to grab the tax record, I'm going to go ahead and hit F1. Bring up my quick keys. I'm going to go under 9, and I'm going to find the tax records. And I'm going to go ahead and assign them to number 9. There we go. Tax records, and I totally missed it. I pushed the wrong, I clicked on the wrong thing. And what this will do, there we go, tax record. This will allow me to go ahead and just hit 9 to bring it up whenever I want it. Alright, so, this guy here, he actually owed 87 drakes. Actually, Vodonius Nucius, wasn't that the guy that we got the cursed ring from? Let me see here. Nucius cursed ring, yes it is. Why don't we go ahead and question him first? I know he tends to walk around town, unless he left already. Did he leave? Because we gave him some money, right? Oh no, did we let the murderer slip away? It's possible. I don't see him. Holy crap. Does he leave town? You know, I've never paid attention too much to Citadine as I've done the quests. But no, I don't see I don't see Buddy anywhere. Alright, well, Either way, Fargoth's name was on the list, and I see him over here, so let's go ahead and question him about it. We'll start questioning, you know, people who are around and whatever. What do you want? Don't bother trying to rob me. The Imperials have taken everything anyway. But he still has a pretty good disposition with us, so that kind of tells me maybe that he's not aware of what we did. Can you tell me anything about the murderer of Processus? Someone finally got him, huh? Well, it's no surprise, I suppose. No one likes a tax collector, especially one who flaunts his wealth while taking our hard-earned cash. Only one who could stomach him at all was Thavir over in the lighthouse. Oh, interesting. The two of them spent some time together. Shame, really. She seemed like a nice woman. Interesting. So, the lady over in the lighthouse has spent some time with him.
Greetings and salutations.
Hey, Fargoth, I'm going to go over to the lighthouse now, and we're going to go ahead and see if we can't get another lead on that. So, basically, she was a friend of the tax collector. So, I don't know, maybe we'll go talk to her. Maybe she was close to him. Maybe he shared some details with her. Maybe she can, you know, shed some light on the situation. Let's go ahead and talk with her.
Let's hear it.
So, yeah, I've been thinking about the way that I'm going to be going ahead and playing this. You know, in most playthroughs, I tend to sort of rush to Balmora. Basically, I'll do like the quests here in Citadine, and then I'll head off over to Balmora, and that'll be it. But I'm wondering if maybe we should just sort of take our time and work our way up to Balmora. And then by that point, we'll have, you know, our skills will have developed quite a bit. Maybe we'll be a little bit more competent to take on a lot of the guild quests.
Yes, madame. What is it?
Hey, Thavir. Alexis, you look like you have something on your mind. Yes, I'm sure you're aware. Oh, wait, maybe she's not aware. She didn't know. She just knew he was missing, didn't she? Yeah, she only knew he was missing, so we're confirming this for her. Let's see. Processus murdered? No! Tell me it's not so! He was the gentlest man I've ever met. He and I had become so close in the past few months. I don't know what I will do without him. I've only seen him get angry once or twice and never raised a hand to anyone. This is so sad. You've only seen him get angry once or twice? Well, tell me about that time. Well, not even angry, I suppose. I saw him arguing once with Foreign Gilnith. Oh, wasn't that the name on the list that owed the most? I think so. About his taxes. He thought Processus had been levying too much and skimming off the top for himself. Ridiculous. Processus wouldn't have done such a thing, I'm sure of it. Please find out what happened, friend, and if you find out what became of Processus' ring, it would ease my heart. What's this about this ring? I gave him the ring many months ago, and it was dear to him. I would like it to remember him by. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be going ahead and talking to Mr. Foreign Gilnith. Because we'll say that's the last person who had, we'll say, a negative encounter with Mr. Tax Collector Guy. So let's, actually, I'm trying to remember where this guy might live. I'm pretty sure it's one of these shacks here. Like I said, it's been a little while since I've, really played the game. Oh, that looks so cool! I love that. I think it might be this house.
Yes, madame.
Like I said, it's been a little while since I've played this. There it is. Foreign Gilnith's shack. Alright. Let's... Actually, hold on a second. I'm gonna wait about an hour. Actually, just wait a bit because my fatigue's a little bit low. Screw it. Let's go on in. Alright. Hey, guy. How's it going? I hate to barge into your house at... what time is it anyways? It's 5 a.m. Hey, guy. How's it going? Early riser, I see. Okay. I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you? Well... I got a little question. It might be a little embarrassing here, but I heard that you kind of got into a little bit of an argument with Mr. Processus, and I suspect you of murdering him. That fetcher? You're damn right I did it, man, and a good thing too. He was skimming a load of money from all of us honest people, overcharging us on our taxes and keeping the difference for himself. He was always flaunting his money around, showing off his new clothes and jewels. So I killed the bastard and left his body out there to rot, with all his ill-begotten gold still on him. Oh, but you... Okay. So you killed him. Wait a second, Okay, I believe what you say. I'll say nothing to the authorities, or sorry, that is no excuse for murder, and your punishment has been decided. So, we have a choice here, sort of the moral ground here. Like, being a thief, we're like, okay. Actually, even as a thief, I'm kind of thinking about it. Even if the guy was skimming off the top, Alexis's character does not believe that's grounds for murder. So either way, we're looking at the bottom answer. Sorry, that is no excuse for murder, and your punishment has been decided. Looks like we're about to get into a bit of a fight here. Alright. You're one of them, huh? Come to kill me? Well, give it your best shot, Dark Elf. I've no problem spilling more of the blood of the Emperor's lackeys. Your journal has been updated. Goodbye. Alright. I'm just gonna... let my fatigue get up a little bit. Alright, well, let's go ahead and stab the guy a couple times. He's gonna go ahead and try to punch us, but, we have a sword, so that's gonna make things a little bit, unfair for him. I wish there was a way to go ahead and deal with this encounter in a more passive way, but I think the guy honestly just wants to... There's no other choice. And we've been hired. It's an official Empire sanctioned murder. Well, I guess this is not murder. This is justice. You've been slain. All right, let's see what has he got on him. He's carrying a tankard in his pocket, which in of itself I think is really impressive. We're gonna go ahead and grab the gold. Oh, he's got a belt. I'll take the belt. I don't have a belt. There we go. I think I look good with a belt on. I don't even really... Does it show up? I don't think it even shows up. No, it doesn't. Oh, well. We'll put the belt on. And Processus Vitellius' ring. That's a value of 240. Well, let's go ahead and take that. And now, Alexis kind of looks around and says, well, it'd be a shame to leave all this stuff go to waste. Like this money and, this salt rice, I think? Yeah, salt rice. And this hackalow leaf. Sure, and... these other ingredients? Yeah, we'll go ahead and take all that. So we're gonna go ahead and rob the place, and then we're gonna go back and, let's say, cash in that quest, and I think that will just about do it for Cédannine. Oh, there's a book, A Dance in Fire, Chapter 6. Now, if only I had the first 5 chapters, I would be totally on this book. But let's see. You have gained knowledge from this book. Your mercantile skill has increased to 6. Good to know. Let's go ahead and take the book along with us, though. Actually, you know, I could have left it here. I'm gonna kind of use this little house as my sort of base of operations for the time being. So, actually, you know what? No, let's leave our books here right beside the bed. It'll just there, have just sort of a stack of books sitting there. Got some good reading material. Yeah, we'll come back for those later. We'll go ahead and read those. All right, so we've gone ahead and we've we'll say dealt justice, and now it's time to go ahead and get paid. You know, even though the guy was basically asking for it, I still feel a little bit bad. I don't know. Whenever in Morrowind, I always I feel a little apprehensive when it comes to we'll say injuring or killing named characters. To me, I'm like, you know, if their name is Bandit or Guard, you know, something, you know, generic man, whatever. You know, then I feel a little bit more okay about it, because I feel like, you know, okay, it's not going to make a sort of a permanent impact on the game world. But, you know, it's still, yeah, I don't know.
What's this then?
Oh, shush. What do you want? Well, we went ahead and we've dealt with the case of the murder of Processus. I heard you had been asking around about his murder. I'm glad to see this matter brought to its completion. Here's your reward, Alexis. Good to see there are still some citizens who understand their loyalty to our Emperor. And actually, that's something I didn't really talk about too much. Well, give me a second here. I'm gonna grab my 500 gold. Sweet. And I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks, guy. I might be seeing more of you in the future. Yeah, I'm out of here. You know, in the previous games, you know, because of the history of the previous games, where you're basically working for the Emperor, I kind of feel like this, this playthrough, this character is a big fan of the Empire. So I'm like, well, maybe we should join some, we'll say, Imperial or some, yeah, some Imperial factions and the such. I don't know. I'll have to think about that a little bit more. But anyways, I'm pretty sure we've done most of the quests that we can handle at this time. There is one more that's included with one of the official plugins that I will be getting to eventually, but if I recall correctly, it involves a lich, and that's a little bit above, we'll say, my power level. So I'm going to go ahead and skip on that one for the time being. Oh yes! Oh, the sun rays! I feel it soaking into my skin. This is wonderful. Now, when we were right before we found the body, I was on my way to investigate what looked to be a tomb. Was it over here? I think it was over in this direction. Yeah, I was on my way over to investigate a tomb, and that's kind of what I want to go ahead and check out right now. Yeah, there it is over there. Now, we could go through the water, but in the water are these suckers. There we go, perfect. I was just talking about you. This is a slaughterfish. Now, I could go ahead and fight him right now, but my fatigue is, holy crap. There's a cliff racer here, too. Holy crap, there's the shadows actually going down the sword. That looks so cool. Oh, that is so cool. Sorry. Scenes like this are just really cool, with like real-time shadows and stuff that just blows me away. Anyways, so we've got 2 new enemies there that we haven't encountered before. We've got a slaughterfish, and we have a cliff racer over there. We're gonna have to probably fight our way through both of these to make it over to that tomb. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, a lot of people who, when they start playing Morrowind, they tend to fall victim to the fatigue bar. They run everywhere, and then when they get into a fight, they can't hold their own because they keep running out of fatigue. And the fatigue basically affects everything in this game. It affects everything, and I do mean everything. Your chance of success with, I'm pretty sure, lockpicking even. You know, all this is all dependent upon your fatigue. So if you're running around everywhere, you know, and your fatigue is down, when you are swinging your sword, you know, it will also affect your hit chance. So a lot of new players, they tend to start playing the game and they get frustrated that they can't hit anything because they've been running around everywhere. Because, you know, naturally at the start of the game, your movement speed is admittedly pretty slow. You know, right now we're, we are, you know, we're just sort of walking along here. Look at this. That's actually, I'm crouched. Yeah, I'm sneaking right now. Because I want to kind of get close to that cliff racer. I don't think it's noticed me yet, so I'm kind of hoping I can sneak up to it and, you know, I build up my sneak skill a little bit. And there will be a little bit of that in the early part of this this playthrough, but not too much. You know, I realize that, you know, we want to be able to keep things moving, but there is an enemy there, so I'm going to try to go ahead and sneak on over to him. He will see me. My sneak is not that good, and you can hear my footsteps, man. They're just like clunk, 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 clunk. Which I love that they never get any quieter. You know, even if your sneak is at 100, you still hear these big clonking footsteps, and I think that's all dependent upon what type of boots you're wearing. I'm pretty sure that's we'll say the determining factor to the sound. Now, because I'm sneaking, I can't just go jumping around. I'm trying to make my way over to the tomb without making a whole lot of noise. So, no jumping. So having to climb over that rock was a little bit more problematic. No. This mud crab knows I'm here. All right, well, let's go ahead and slay the mud crab. Let's go ahead and steal his meat. And like I said, I'm gathering a lot of mushrooms here. We're just gathering all kinds of mushrooms and alchemical ingredients. Now, the reason for this is alchemy is a skill that you can use in this game to go ahead and create potions. And potions can do all kinds of wonderful things. The thing is, every ingredient, almost every ingredient, I believe there's a few exceptions, have 4 different available effects. Right now, they're all question marks because I'm totally inexperienced, and if we actually look at if we look at the skill list here, let's see, where's alchemy? It's probably right down here. Yeah, it's, we got alchemy of 10. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. I was expecting it to be at 5, which would be really terrible. But, so we don't have as far to go. What I can do is I can be eating these ingredients. And by eating them, you know, by using myself as a guinea pig, I can learn the effects of all of these ingredients. So that's why I'm sort of just gathering them up. I'm going to be munching on these throughout the game. And, you know, we'll be using these, we'll say, as, from a role-playing perspective, you know, she's gathering food. So it makes sense from that in that respect as well. All right, Cliff Racer, let's do this. You and me. There was no way I was gonna sneak up on this thing. I don't even know if I can reach him. There we go. Ow, that hit. He hit pretty hard. So yeah, the Cliff Racer seems to be, well, get used to seeing the Cliff Racers. They are, we'll say, one of the more common sights, we'll say, in Morrowind. And they will be scaring me quite a bit. Dang, he did a number on me. All right, we're gonna go ahead and heal up here. Now, I believe I mentioned earlier that I was trying to avoid resting, yeah, that's kind of why I'm relying on the ring. I'm gonna let the ring kind of recharge, and then, yeah, like I said, I'm going to avoid resting. Also, I believe I erroneously in a previous recording actually called this a silver short sword because I'm so used to buying a silver short sword near the beginning of the game, but it's actually just an iron short sword. So that's gonna suck because if we run into anything, because we're going into an ancestral tomb, if we run into any spirits, we're gonna be kind of screwed because we have no means of actually hurting them. Well, except for fire bite, but I can only cast that maybe 3 times. Yeah, I think that's 3. Yeah, about 3 times. 3. Yep. No, I'm looking at health. Magic. I can cast that once. All right, so. I don't really have the means to deal with yeah, there's a spirit. Oh, there's 2 of them. There are 2 ghosts in this place. Oh no, one spotted me. One spotted me. All right, well, let's go ahead and see how much damage my fire bite can do against this this thing. Let's go this. Oh shoot! Look how little health he has left. He's just got a little tiny bit. If I just had a potion, do I have a potion? I got some skooma. I got a Rising Force potion and grief. No, I don't have anything that'll actually allow me to hurt him. All right, you. I'll be back. Yeah, I was gonna say iron's not gonna work. We'll have to come back for him later. Darn it. All right. Well, I guess we'll have to. Actually, ooh, he put some status effects on me. See these red things? So he's drained my fatigue and my endurance. And you can see that's represented by a, we'll say red numbers there. So, darn ghosts. Okay. Let's head back over to Errol's trade house. I want to see if there is a silver weapon of some sort. And if there is, I can go ahead and use that to, okay, crap. Oh, crap, I've been spotted. I'm sure. Yep, here come the slaughterfish. Go, 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 go! Get out of the water! Dun 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 dun. Ah, okay, I'm gonna need to fight. Get back, fish! There we go, cool. I killed one fish. Oh, was that only one? I thought I saw, like, more than one coming at me. Okay, cool. So this is going to be sort of the beginning of the game. There's going to be a lot of, we'll say, fighting animals, you know, and that's kind of the advice Errol gave was, you know, you want to practice your skills, and we definitely need to do that at the beginning of the game. Now, from a role-playing perspective, I don't know, we could go ahead and say that Alexis's many skills, the ones, you know, that basically resulted in her being the champion of Tamriel, basically, in the previous two games, that they're really rusty having been in jail. But then again, why is she in jail? Is it because... Is that just a cover story? I like to believe that that is a cover story. That, you know, the Emperor, once again, had another errand for Alexis. He was like, I need you to go do something. Which is why he personally made sure to, we'll say, put through the paperwork to have her transferred to Morrowind. Yeah, I think that works. I might need to, we'll say, hammer out some details on, we'll say, the exact, we'll say, backstory or the reason why, or why and how we got here, but, yeah, that sounds about good. That sounds about right. We'll say that, you know, the jail thing was actually just a cover, and she wasn't actually imprisoned. Sure, why not? Alright, so, man, I've been looting a lot of these. I'm trying to... Okay, let's see. Let's jump on up. Jump up. I'm gonna have to work on my acrobatics skill. There we go. Jump up. Ah. I'm defeated by some rocks. Wonderful. Oh man, I am missing the climbing skill from Daggerfall. Oh, hello. Oh, that looks so cool. Sorry. I get sucked into the moment with Morrowind. I just, you know, even unmodded, I've always loved just sort of walking around and admiring the scenery and just exploring the entire place. It's just, I don't know. To me, that's one of the best things about these kinds of games. It's not the combat, it's not the quests, it's the world. It's the nice big place to go ahead and explore. To me, that's what makes this special. Do I have enough strength to take on this mud crab? We'll try. We will try. I'm gonna... Ah, he knows I'm coming because my sneak is terrible. There we go. Let's drop him real quick. Alright, let's just run back to Errol's trade house. I'll, you know, I might go ahead and make a cut. If I get attacked in the water, I'll let you see it. If I don't, I'll see you back at Errol's trade house so we're not wasting too much time. Okay, I can already hear the music changing, so... Oh yeah, here they come. Oh man, the slaughterfish are out in full force. Luckily, I didn't overdo things with my fatigue, and oh, I'm still gonna die. Yep. I'm dead! There's our first death. We died to slaughterfish, people. We died to slaughterfish. And it's all the way back here. Holy cow. Alright, well, you know what? Give me a second. I'm gonna go back over there, deal with that mud crab, and I will see you guys back at Errol's trade house. Actually, you know what? Screw that mud crab. He can stay there. I'll see you guys back at Errol's trade house. Alright, we're back in Errol's trade house. We actually got 3 skill ups on our way here. Well, I'll just put little snapshots of which of those 3 were. I believe 2 acrobatics and 1 athletics. Which actually reminds me... Yeah, it's interesting. I'm so used to playing a class that actually comes with athletics or acrobatics as either a major or a minor skill. It's kind of strange having them down here. And that's part of the reason why I'm moving so slowly, is because those skills really need to be brought up. But once, you know, athletics and acrobatics start to get a little bit higher there, we're going to start to notice, you know, things will be, I'll be moving a lot quicker. I wish there was a line, though, that would go across so you could actually see which which number it is. But then again, if you just mouse over it, 11 here, athletics. But, at a glance, it's a little bit more difficult.
Feel free. Talk at your leisure.
Thanks, Errol. Let's see here. Barter. You will have to get rid of that moon sugar. Oh, that's right. We have the moon sugar on us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and utilize our brand new home, our new, I don't know, cottage. It's our vacation spot here. We're going to go ahead and just, drop off our moon sugar. I'll just put it in one clump for now. We can go ahead and lay things out in a nice manner later on, but we'll put our skooma and our moon sugar here on the table. And here's our rug. A nice fine Dunmer rug.
What do you want?
I don't know, you're the one hanging out in front of my house. So we're gonna go ahead and, okay, I'll see you back at Errol's again. Alright, let's try that again. Let's go ahead and barter, and here we go. Let's see. What do I want to get my hands on? Well, first of all, I would like to get myself a weapon or something that I can use to harm. That's what I usually grab. The silver short sword. That's what I normally grab. We're gonna go ahead and grab that. Dang, 38? Oh, sorry, 37. It says value of 80. So he's already giving us a pretty good price, but I want to drop it down to maybe 34. 34? Yeah. Mercantile skill has increased to 7. Alright, so we now have a weapon. We now have the means to harm the ghost. And we've got, what, 619 gold. I don't want to use up too much of my gold. I like having a nice little, we'll say, you know what, let's go ahead and use it. Let's buy some power. Let's see, there's some scrolls here we can get. I don't want to, let's see, frost damage. That'd be pretty nice. Do you have some potions? I want to know if you got some, something that'll restore some magic for me. I don't think you do. Let's actually select just magic here. Sajama, Shine, Mats, Grief, Flynn. Basically, I want things that'll help me deal with monster thingies. Fortified personality. Scroll of Ducey's Unhinging. I don't think we'll need that. We're kind of a thief character, and I want to be using my lockpicks. Scroll of Summon Skeleton. Restore. Oh, actually, this is kind of cool. The Scroll of the Argent Glow. So basically, it restores fatigue, health, and magicka for 60 seconds. So it's basically like over the course of a minute, it's constantly restoring, all 3 of my attributes, or my 3 main attributes. However, the cost of that is quite a bit. Scroll of, I just wanted something to restore my magic, so I could go ahead and practice my magic a little bit more. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to find it, so we'll have to just stick with the silver weapon for the time being. Now, the reason why I am avoiding resting is because I don't know. I couldn't decide whether or not there would be any problems. I don't think there would be, but I went ahead and I just say I have all of the the expansions installed and activated. Now, the problem with this is when Bethesda first created the first expansion for Morrowind, Tribunal, they went ahead and created it with the mindset that people who used it would have already beaten the game. And the problem is to start the main quest of Tribunal. There's an event that occurs after you rest. It doesn't always happen, but it does happen, and it can be rather troublesome to a low-level character. Now, if I'm playing smart, I shouldn't have any problems with it, but I also feel like it breaks the game a bit. So I'm trying to put it off for as long as possible. Now, like I said, I could go ahead and try to, disable the plugin, but I didn't want to do it. I wanted to avoid as much fiddling with plugins throughout this playthrough as possible. So I just sort of left it on. Eventually, we're gonna have to deal with it, but I'll deal with it when that time comes. But that's kind of what the reason why I've been avoiding resting. So yeah, we'll deal with that when that comes. But I just wanted to explain a little bit why I've been sort of hesitant. I'm like, no, not gonna rest. I'll deal with having no magicka for the time being. Well, we'll just play it off as, Alexis is sleep deprived. I don't know. Something's going on. She's got insomnia. That's what it is, because she slept through an entire day. What time is it right now? It's 12 p.m., so it's the afternoon. I'm pretty sure that, crud, where is it? I got turned around. Where's the tomb? Here it is. All right. We're gonna go ahead and change our weapon out to the silver short sword. Now this one here, let's see, the condition. Oh, it's already damaged. Darn it. That's why I've always had the idea that the short sword would be, the silver short sword was more susceptible to being, to wearing down quicker. It's because when you first buy it, it's already damaged. Wow, I can't believe I never picked up on that before. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get a little bit of health left, and then I'm gonna go ahead and enter here. I'll see you guys as soon as my fatigue is up, and we're entering into this ancestral tomb. The Thelis ancestral tomb. And we're greeted by Mr. Ghosty as soon as we come through the door. But since he was already wounded from our spell earlier, he wasn't too much of a problem, and we're gonna go ahead and take his ectoplasm. That's right, I ain't afraid of no ghost. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our way down into here and start looting the tomb because, well, I don't know, that's just something Alexis does. She's a thief, right? And, you know, hey, she values life, but the people here, they ain't living. That's right, they're already dead, so not a big deal for her. Oh, can I backstab it? Aw. Well, my sneak did increase. Okay, yeah, this guy's hurting. I'm not sure if I'm gonna win this fight. There we go, there we go. Got a few good hits in. This is a close one, and he goes down. And I hear a lot of voices. Yeah, there's definitely something scary over on the other side of that door. We're not gonna open that door. We're just gonna try to stay quiet for the time being, because I'm in no condition to face whatever's on the other side of that door. Wow, we got some bone meal out of all this. Oh, and a Shrine of Saint Philoth. I might play around with that. Let's see what else. Some more bone meal and more bone meal. All right. Yeah, we're not in any shape to go ahead and deal with what's on the other side of that door. I can't cast any spells. I've got no charge. I could go ahead and use Ancestor Guardian, which is a power that is kind of on a cooldown. Like I said, I can use it once every 24 to 72 hours. I can't remember exactly. So that's actually what I might do. I might go ahead and I might actually take my chances on this thing here. We'll go ahead and get myself a little bit health back. I'll go ahead and give myself Ancestor's Guardian, which will give me 50 points of Sanctuary. So maybe it'll help me avoid getting hit. And then I will just start stabbing that thing as much as I can in the short amount of time that I have. Yeah, let's try it. We're gonna go ahead, quick save, Ancestor's Guardian. Let's try this. We're gonna go ahead and trigger the ability, then open the door. Can I open the door? Oh, there's an Ancestor's Ghost on the other side of the door too. Cool, okay. Open the door, enable, and I went ahead and I equipped the wrong blade. All right. Okay, hopefully they can't hit me. Uh-oh, I got hit. I forgot. I think Sanctuary is only applicable for physical strikes. I don't know if it's necessarily effective against spells. Alright. Come on. While Sanctuary is still working, I need to be able to take this thing down. Short blade has increased to 42.
Stupid!
Stupid just backhands me. Boom! Yeah, I can't deal with this part. I'm too worn down and too weak at this point. Yeah, we'll just have to go ahead and get on out of here. So unfortunately, we will have to make a note here on our map, and we'll have to come back to this later. So what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead here, and I believe if I double-click, you can go ahead and set Edit Note. And I'm going to go ahead and write down for myself, not cleared. There we go, and that way there, when I come by this place, I can look and it'll tell me my status, and once I've gone ahead and I've completed it, I can go ahead and change that to cleared. Unfortunately, I am now done for the day. I'm out of time, so we're gonna go ahead and have to end things here. I know we're still around Satanin, but there's still a lot to explore and there's a lot to do, so that's why we're still here. We will eventually make our way up to Balmor and the rest of the island, which, as you can see here, there's a lot to do. We've spent a lot of time just here down by Satanin, so that should give you an idea of how much more there is to do across all of Morrowind. So, if you liked the video, you liked the content, and you would like to see more of it, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, go ahead and leave it a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comment section. And until next time, I would like to ask you all to game on.